Born the son of a poor farmer, he refused his fate and left home. The 71 from the sale of his father's cow was the only bet he threw at the world. Starting as a deliveryman to inheriting the shop through trust, he had nothing but sincerity. Even when his first entrepreneurial dream turned to ashes in a fire, he did not stop. The philosophy that there are trials but no failures was born on these very ashes. The massive heart of the Korean economy today began with this reckless escape from home. The land ruined by war was despair for some, but opportunity for him. Establishing Hyundai Construction, he began to sweep up military projects despite having no equipment. He spoke no English but pushed forward with a simple "yes, I can." Even facing bankruptcy during a bridge project, he did not run away and finished the work. The principle of not losing credit even if money is lost created the weight of the name Hyundai. The protagonist of post-war reconstruction was now ready to change the map of the nation. For the construction of the Gyeongbu Expressway, the nation called its most reliable bulldozer. He pushed forward even when everyone protested it as a road for the rich. Chung Ju-yung ate and slept on site, miraculously shortening the construction period. Even at the deadliest tunnel sections, he stood at the front to break through the deadlock. In just 2 years and 5 months, the lifeline of the Korean economy was opened. The logistics revolution began, and the nation evolved into an industrial power. When the loan to build a shipyard was rejected, he pulled a 501 bill out of his pocket. "We are a people who built armored ships in the 1500s, he said, and financiers moved. On a beach with nothing, he chose the insane method of building the shipyard and the ship at once. Completing the shipyard and delivering the ship at the same time was an unprecedented record. The prelude to becoming the world's top shipbuilding power began dramatically. His guts, which turned the impossible into the possible, made the nation a maritime power. He was convinced that making cars with foreign technology would only make them a permanent subcontractor. To become a global auto powerhouse, a unique national model was absolutely necessary. The pony, born despite extreme opposition, became the symbol of automotive independence. The pony went beyond borders to global markets, announcing the prowess of national cars. The foundation of today's top 3 global auto groups started with a single small car. Chung Ju-young's dream is now leading to a revolution in mobility beyond the ground. Without steel, the rice of industry, there was no future for heavy industries. From steel to petrochemicals and machinery, he designed the basic physical strength of the industry. He was the commander who executed the national economic roadmap fastest and strongest. The growth of big business created countless jobs and a new middle class. The chimney industries he built transformed a poor agricultural country into a trade giant. At the heart of the foundation of the economy was always the spirit of Hyundai. The reclamation project aimed to change the map, but the sea did not allow human challenge. The Chung Ju-yung method, using a decommissioned tanker to block the water, was a gamble. This innovative method, found in no textbook, saved time and turned the sea into land. The boy who once stole rice to leave home created a vast field that could feed the nation. Seosan land is now evolving from food security into a laboratory for future industries. His obsession with the land was a great victory that overcame physical limits. To the elites finding 100 reasons why it wouldn't work, he threw a single phrase. "Hey, have you tried it?" No one knows until they try. This phrase became the most powerful spirit. He found answers on site, not at a desk, and proved them through practice. His belief that failure is just a process became contagious for all employees. The question, "Have you tried it?" opened the doors of global markets that seemed impossible. To today's innovators, this question remains the sharpest inspiration. In the race for the '88 Olympics that no one expected, he took the lead. He won the hearts of the International Committee with his unique persistence and sincerity. The miracle of Baden-Baden shocked the world as the city was confirmed as the host. The successful hosting of the Olympics was a declaration of status to the world. He was a civilian diplomat who directly raised the brand value of the nation. The Olympic flame he brought back became the hotspark for economic growth. The 83-year-old businessman headed to the border to repay a debt from his childhood. The cattle drive was a historic event that broke the walls of the Cold War with civilian power. He was a true visionary who opened the way for economic cooperation through trust. The start of mountain tours and industrial complexes lay in his sincerity. He showed that business can even heal the wounds of a nation. The cattle he drove became the greatest export of peace in history. Once mocked as a cheap car, the next generation declared quality management. Inheriting the founder's persistence, the company began to gain global trust. Confidence in quality changed the global status of the brand. Now, the company has become a leader, not a follower, in the world market. The automotive independence once dreamed of has been achieved on a global scale. The giant's legacy is being passed down on a solid foundation of quality. The next generation declared the transition to a mobility solution provider beyond manufacturing. Innovation that opens sky routes is the 21st century version of the pioneer spirit. Leading the hydrogen economy and carbon neutrality, the group now worries about the planet. Technology that grants freedom of movement is fueled by the original innovation DNA. Hammers and grease have evolved into algorithms and robots to create a smart future. The insight of the giant who was ahead of his time blossoms at his grandson's fingertips. In an era dominated by AI and automation, why should we still remember him? In an age where everything is calculated, the human will become even more powerful. A spirit of challenge that does not fear failure is the grammar most needed today. Technology is just a tool, the power to create comes from human imagination. People-centered leadership and respect for the field are the essence of management. The spirit is not a relic of the past, but the algorithm opening the future. The founder called himself a wealthy laborer. The real legacy he left us was the confidence that we can do it. The belief that there are trials but no failures became the pride of the entire nation. Is there a giant wall in front of you now? Hey, have you really tried it until the end? The reckless challenger's story continues at your fingertips.